You wrote the song Kaepernick Effect. I would assume you've had some negative interactions with the police. What do you think was the worst situation you had with the police growing up?
Man, I ain't never had a good encounter with the police. Every time was bad. I remember getting pulled over. Police thought me and my boy with some other black guys, trashed his whole car, like ripped his seats out his truck and all that. You know what I mean? Did us the grimy, bro. And then got a call on their car, and then just left us there. Whole car trashed.
The whole car trashed, everything out of it.
Yeah.
And did they get a warrant to search your car?
Nah.
No. Did they ask you if they could search your car?
Nah.
No, they just pull you out the car and just
said we got to call somebody to rob someplace. And did us like that. Yeah, you know, bro, I've been ran down on by the SWAT team, all type of shit. You know.
What was that? What was that situation like?
That was scary.
Yeah.
You get into a car in a vacant parking lot. I'm talking about empty parking lot, nobody around, like 7 in the morning, and before you can close your door, it's hundreds of SWAT team niggas seconds away. Like, where the fuck did y'all come from? With guns and all that. I was fucking with Cass at the time, and they was coming for Cass. They were saying that he didn't do he wasn't on probation, like he wasn't checking in with his probation officer, and that me and him had guns. You know what I mean? And he was on you know, for that case, the murder case that he had.
Oh, okay.
So of course having a gun, it was a violation. But we didn't have no guns. So somebody just lied and set this whole shit up, try to put Cass back in jail. So we had to deal with the real law because somebody wanted to put Cass back in jail. You know what I mean?
So somebody snitched on you guys?
Yeah, but snitched for no reason because we ain't have shit.
Wow.
We was going in the store to get blunts, bro. We was in New Jersey. Going in the store in the morning to get some blunts. We got coffee. You know what I mean? No burner. We just dropped the kids off at school. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah. So they did this whole shit. You know, they took him to jail. They didn't take me. I didn't have nothing. You know what I mean? They took him to jail and all that. He ended up getting out after a week, you know. But the situation, like they had the machine guns on you and all that, niggas on the roof, snipers on the roof, all that, bro. They had the K9s out, everything. I ain't never seen no shit like this, you know what I mean? But he was high risk, you know? It was for a murder case.
Right.
You know what I mean? So yeah, I just dealt with a whole bunch of shit with the boys, man.
What were they saying to you when they had the guns out? Were they yelling anything?
Hell yeah, put your fucking hands up, shut the fuck up. You in my city. You know, talking shit, you know. It is what it is, man. I don't hate all cops. I just hate the cops that do bad shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's some good ass cops out there, you know? So my thing wasn't to make, Kaepernick wasn't to make all cops look bad. It was to make this police brutality look bad, you know what I mean? And show what the fuck is going on when these white cops are killing innocent black, you know, bystanders. And that's what I wanted to show, you know? Just exploit that, because it's really going on.
Have you ever had any friends shot or shot at by the police?
Yeah, I got a homie that's dead. But he did some shit. Can't act like he was a good guy. But he got into a shootout with the cops, and they ended up winning, of course. You know what I mean? And he gone, rest in peace.
What happened with it? Like, were they chasing him?
He was at the movie theater. It was big, man. You know what I mean? I grew up with this kid. His name's Jonathan Taylor. Rest in peace. Yeah, he was at the movie theater, Manhattan Beach, and he was watching the gangster movie, I guess. He didn't like what happened in the scene. He still kind of went off inside the movie theater. They called the police. I guess he popped some pills, and, you know, he was on some shit, and he like, well, shit, I'm going out today. He made his decision to go out. You know, he had 2 guns on him. He shot one of the cops. He hit one in his arm and his hand, but in the same arm. So he used the other hand and shot my boy.
Oh, okay. I mean, so what happened when did the cops show up to the movie
theater?
They
didn't even get a chance to get close up on him. He was already ready for him when they was walking up.
Oh, so right when he walked up, he just started.
Right when they walked up, he was inside the movie theater still.
Oh,
When he seen the cops walking up, he came outside and started dumping.
Oh shit.
It was a real gangster nigga. It was wild. So, I mean, yeah, you know. Of course, he shot himself in the foot with that one. You know what I mean? But, yeah, that's the one person I know personally that got into some shit with some cops, you know, and got killed by the cops. Everybody else, like the shit that hit the news, all the innocent people, I didn't know them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So how did that affect you when your homeboy passed away?
A lot, man. You never want to lose somebody, even when they do wrong. You know what I mean? It feel bad, but he did wrong. You know what I mean? And I'm a fair man. You know, you shoot at a man, he gonna shoot back, whether he got a cop uniform or regular clothes on. So I look at it like that. He got into a gunfight with a man. He got killed. I don't look at that wasn't police brutality. You know what I mean?
Right.
That was just an incident that the homie got into some shit with the cops and he got killed. He just lost that battle. You know, life go on. I lost a homie, but it is what it is.
I seen that there you had a situation where Foxy Brown wanted you to write a Lil Kim diss for her.
Yeah.
Can you take me through that?
Yeah, the homie Cook. You know what I mean? In Brooklyn, man. Shout out to OG. That's my big bro. He kind of know everybody, man. You know, he was a real street nigga. So a lot of people that's from Brooklyn, a lot of artists and shit like that, they knew him. He held the streets down. So he knew Foxy. He played Foxy my music. I was at his house. I was living in New York at the time. I was at his house. He played my music. Foxy, he came to the house. He was like, hey, I played your music for Foxy. She was like, nigga, you the hardest nigga she done heard since Jay. You know what I mean? I'm like, dog, this nigga gassing me. You know what I mean? He gassing me. So I'm like, call her then. You know, he put her on the phone. She's like, Jag, what up, son? You know what I mean? I'm like, oh, shit. Real Foxy. So she was like, I want to meet with y'all. We met with her like 5 in the morning at this cafe, ate some breakfast. It was her boyfriend, me, and my nigga Cook. She got to tell me about her whole life, how she was fucking with Rick Ross, fucking with Corrupt, and all that, and how her ears blew out, and all type of shit, bro. Her tonsils blew out. It was crazy. She was telling her whole life, and then she was like, yeah, I want you to write this shit, and you know, she gave me tips to talk about, mention all the fashion lines and all that, and you know, yeah. And I wrote the shit I wrote was killer, but I never sent it through.
Oh, okay.
You know, I was a hood nigga, man, back then. You know, and I wanted some fast cash. You know, I basically, you know, told Cook like ask her for some bread, but she was broke at the time. You know what I mean? And she ain't had no bread. She didn't want to pay no bread. And I'm like, man, fuck that. I ain't going to the stoop. When you go to the stoop, she called my nigga Cook, left a voicemail. I don't know if he still got it, man, but like, I wish he did. Got a voicemail. She was like, fuck you, Cook. You in Jag. Jag, you a bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you ain't gonna write on my shit. Fuck you, nigga. I'm in the studio waiting for you, nigga. You ain't shit, nigga. And she went off. You know what I mean? It was what it was, man. You know, Foxy, it's all love. You a legend. I ain't tripping. You know what I mean?
But she didn't want to pay you at all?
Nah.
Were you going to get, like, paid on the back end if it came out?
I don't know, man. You know, I wasn't thinking smart back then, you know? Right now, Jag right now, I'd have wrote that shit. Fast. I'd have gave it to her, you know what I mean? Instantly. Because my business is straight now, so I know how to go ahead and get my bread, you know? Anyway.
Right.
I wanted upfront cash right there. I ain't thirsty right now, you know? Back then, I was thirsty, you know?
Right.
I need that shit right the fuck now. You know, it's different.
Right. Well, I mean, did you have any, were you thinking about like, I don't want to diss Lil Kim, or was it just business?
I knew it could be big. I knew that I could change hip hop.
Okay.
If I would have did it. But that's why I wanted bread. Because I'm like, the shit I'm going to do is going to put Foxy Brown back on the map so fucking fast, niggas ain't going to know what the fuck hit them. You know what I mean? And then she get the rolling in bread, and where the fuck am I now? You know? I started thinking like that.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I'm like, let me get some upfront cash before she fucking gets stupid famous. Because that's what's going to happen. It was Foxy Brown dissing Lil Kim, and I was dissing a father. It was me writing it. You know what I mean?
So you did write it? You wrote it?
Oh, yeah, I wrote it, yeah. I just never gave it to her.
Okay. Did she ever come out with another diss song that somebody else wrote?
No.
No?
No.
What if Lil Kim would have wanted you to write the response to the record? Had the record come out, would you have wrote?
I would have did it. I would have did it. I would have made Lil Kim's a little harder. I fuck with Lil Kim a little harder than Foxy, man. Lil Kim fuck with Biggie, you know?
Yeah, right.
Biggie was my favorite artist. So I probably would have wrote Kim this a little harder. Yeah, man.
Okay.
But yeah, I knew I could control hip hop like that, and I didn't want to. I didn't want that responsibility at that age. I didn't want to be that nigga like to do that. I wasn't ready for that full blown responsibility.
How long ago was this?
It was like, man, some years ago, bro. 7 years ago, maybe. You know.
Oh, okay.
Foxy was. She was still. It would have been relevant. Like she would have put the diss out. It would have been relevant. You know.
Right.
It was some years ago.